Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Third installment of Scott's Selections here for Thursday, December 7th. For again today's play of the day, quick recap of what happened yesterday. We had a loss in soccer with the same game parlay, had the Aston Villa and Man City match over 2.5 goals, parlayed both teams to score, and that paid at a minus 120 on BetMGM. Wasn't really that close. Game landed 1-0. There should have been a lot more than one goal, but it really didn't matter because Man City did not threaten for most of the match. Either way, it wasn't that close. Bit of a slump recently, and we'll look to bounce out of it here on Thursday. And for today's play, they're going to do a two-pick parlay, which has done quite well for us recently. Going to do another bankroll builder. So we are going to parlay one NBA play with the Thursday Night Football game, and that's going to pay at a minus 110 on DraftKings. We're going to start off with the NBA play, then transition over into the NFL play. So the NBA play, we're going to go to a matchup between the Bucks and the Pacers, semifinal game in the actual in-season tournament. And for this one, Giannis's points are currently set up at about 32.5 or 33.5. We're going to bump that down to 29.5. And there's a couple reasons why we are going to take Giannis to score 30 plus in this game. First reason, the total in a neutral site game in Vegas is 254.5. Not many defense, if any, is expected to be played in this matchup. Milwaukee might score 130, 140, and I think Giannis is going to be able to get to at least 30 in this game. To go through the recent numbers, though, for Giannis, he has been good at scoring recently, as Giannis has scored at least 30 points in 5 of his last 6 games, and he's been dominant against Indiana this year and in years past. So Giannis has scored at least 38 points in 4 of his last 5 games against the Pacers, and they faced off once this season, a game Milwaukee actually lost, and Giannis in that game had 54 points. So I do think he should be able to get to 30 in the spot. Indiana's also allowing 62.6 points in the paint per game, which is the most in the league by a wide margin. So Indiana gives you basically no rim protection, and they really don't do a great job of preventing opposing big men from dominating on the inside. I see Giannis getting a free run to the rim for a decent portion of this matchup. Might get to the foul line double-digit times. The 29.5 feels a bit low, so I am going to go with the over as the first pick in this parlay. And the second play will be, once again, in the Thursday night game between the Patriots and the Steelers. Give me the under. We're going to bump it from 30.5 to 37.5. And once again, that two-pick pays out at minus 110 on DraftKings. Covering why, though, I am going to go with the under in this matchup. First reason, both offenses, simply put, are really bad. In fact, New England's might be the worst in the league. So to go through New England's recent games, New England has scored 13 points in its last 3 games combined. New England scored 0 points against the Chargers last week, and they have a hard time even getting past 7. We know Zappi's at quarterback. They're pretty shorthanded offensively, as Stevenson, their starting running back, is injured, and he's out. One of their wide receivers in Demario Douglas is out. Juju and Devontae Parker are questionable. So a lot of banged up receiving options or just overall offensive weapons for this New England team. And the fact that Zappi's not very good, I think New England's going to struggle to even reach 13 in this game. And Pittsburgh, on the other hand, is really not great offensively either, as the Patriots have been good defensively despite how bad the offense has been. So I do think that the Patriots defense should be able to actually shut down Trubisky and this Pittsburgh offense. But the Steelers have scored less than 17 points in each of their last 3 games. They got shut down by the Cardinals last week, which is definitely a pretty poor showing there. And I do think, once again, a battle of backup quarterbacks with Trubisky and with Zappi. It's a cold game in Pittsburgh in December. I see a really ugly football game. I think it probably goes under the 30, but I'm going to play it safe and bump it up. But I'm not sure New England even reaches 10, as I said before. I think that Pittsburgh shows up for this game after no showing the game against Arizona. I see a low-scoring, potential 13-3 type game, 17-3 type game. But until I see New England actually score multiple touchdowns in a game, which has been, say, pretty rare to find over the last month, I just think they're going to be able to drag the total down by themselves. I think you're going to see Pittsburgh get a lead, play field position, try to run the clock out, and win this game once again somewhere in the realm of 13-3 or 17-3. But I'm going to play it safe, taking the 37.5, because once again, looking at that total, the way you lose that is basically 5 touchdowns and a field goal, maybe 4 touchdowns and a bunch of field goals. I don't see 4 touchdowns being scored with these two teams. So as a result, I am going to go with the under. So once again, the two-pick parlay for today is going to be on Giannis over 29.5 points parlayed with the Patriots and Steelers game under 37.5, and that pays out a minus 110 on DraftKings. Bye, everyone.